There's no perfect formula to dating, right? Some things have actually worked for others and the same things haven't worked for some other person. So what exactly are you supposed to be doing during the dating process? What are you supposed to be looking out for? Welcome to this amazing series of Dating to Marriage with Sarah, and in case you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the bell notification so that every time I have a new video that is definitely uplifting, I get you notified. And I'm really excited. I'm continuing with the series of Dating to Marriage, and we are still talking about the things that you're supposed to be doing during the dating process, the questions that you're supposed to be asking. What exactly are you supposed to be looking out for in preparation for an amazing marriage? One of those things that you're supposed to be doing is actually finding out, does this person have a mentor? Who do they look up to? Who are they following? Yeah, you can't have someone spend life or do life with a person who is running around like a headless chicken. They if they hurt you, there's no one that you can go and report them to. If they maybe there's the stuff that you're not comfortable with and you need to hold them accountable, you can't really go. There's no one they fear. There's no one really they're scared of. Not that they're scared of, but there's no one you can actually go to and talk to them, and they'll come and talk to them, this other person, and the person will understand. And that is a mentor. That is someone they are following. Try to find out, who are you following? Who has a final say, or who has a big say over your life? Who can I talk to in case I'm not comfortable with what you're doing? And when they talk to you, you'll actually listen to them. Most of the times we just say, okay, I love this person and they make me happy, but we don't go into the details of, okay, in this person's circles, who influences them the most. We've had marriages break and relationships actually that were going to be amazing marriages crash because of wrong influences, because there is no one to guide them. You know, some of the things that happen just need someone who is a little bit older or a bit more experienced to speak a bit of sense into them, and the thing is resolved and you move forward. But because you're just you're experiencing some of these things for the very first time, you're full of too much ego, and you're thinking, I have nothing to lose, that kind of mindset. You just drop everything and let go of a beautiful relationship. But if you have someone you follow, if you have a mentor, if you have someone who holds you accountable, you can always go to that person and they will guide you. Now, during the dating process, remember, you're getting to know this person, and of course you haven't yet really started saying, let's have this couple mentor us, or let's do this together. You're still forming, you're still trying to make your union. Now that's the time you're supposed to be trying to look out in this person's life. Who are they following? Is it a church? Who influences them the most? What kind of friend influences them the most? Is it the friend that is having an affair with the nanny that is influencing them the most? Is it the one that they listen to the most? You really have to be very careful, because at the end of the day, when they are stuck and they give that person a call, they're going to give them very stupid advice, and that's what they're going to implement in your marriage, and it's going to really piss you off, and break you in so many ways. Now, you might find that the person may not be having mentors, but you can slowly influence them and put them in spaces where they will be exposed to very good mentors. Like sign up into a very good church that has beautiful programs, discipleship programs, or some other developmental programs where you can meet people who are really, really, really influential, people who are wiser, people who are smarter. Come up with a book challenge. Let's read this book. Let's see who will finish this book. And at the back of your mind, you know that this book is going to influence this person and change their thinking. Or maybe introduce them to people you think are smarter or wiser. Because you love this person and there's a direction that you're heading to. So whatever you think works, or whatever you think is going to make them better, you introduce them to that very beautiful thing. And of course, you'll definitely have a very smooth relationship, and in the end have a beautiful marriage. The other thing that you're supposed to be looking out for is religion. Have the religious talk. What kind of God do you serve? It's growing up from a Christian family. It's not obvious that everyone else is Christian. It's not obvious that everyone believes in Jesus. Ask them. So as a Christian, are you willing to mingle with someone who is not Christian? What does that imply for you? Because you don't want to wake up on Sunday morning and prepare and go to church, and the guy just looks at that and says, you know what, for me in my life there is no church, so you're not going to go to church, and your life crashes. Have that conversation. Make it clear that, okay, this is me, this is my religion, this is what I believe in, this is my philosophy, and I'm going to live by that. I'm not willing to adjust on my faith, and I'm not expecting you to compromise. And again, when it comes to children, where are the children going to pray from? Will they pray from church? What kind of church? Have those detailed conversations, because some of those things are going to spark fights in the marriage, and in the end you sort of build a certain anger in you, because you feel like this person is robbing your children of the Christian faith, and yet you didn't have that conversation with them. This person is leading your children astray and teaching them the wrong things, and yet you didn't have that conversation with them. For you to have a beautiful marriage, a beautiful relationship, it's not just about love. It's about putting all your cards together, put them on the table, discuss them, and come up with things that are win-win situation. Try to create environments where you're both open and you are able to discuss these things comfortably, so that you can sense that, okay, I think he's trying to accept this because we are still in the initial stages, but I know that with time the true colors are going to come out, and in the deepest of his heart he still wants to stick to ABCD. So there you're preparing yourself. Okay, if I say I do to this relationship, am I going to be able to handle this for the rest of my life? How can I avoid this? How can we work around this? You'll be able to get help from the right places and in the right way. It's also very important to have the health talk. What kind of diseases do you have? Yes, it's a very weird question, but remember, you have spent maybe the last 20 or 30 years trying to preserve yourself, maybe eating healthy, exercising right, going for those healthy routines. Maybe you keep checking yourself and you're perfect, or almost something like that, or you're aware of whatever it is, the kind of genes that you have. So you don't want to end up with someone you have no clue about. Remember, you're giving your entire life to this person. So that healthy checkup is really, really important. That healthy conversation is very important. You can tell that maybe in this family, this and this is running in this family. Maybe the person is a sickle cell carrier. If they're a sickle cell carrier, what does that mean for you? Are you also a sickle cell carrier? If you are, are you able to deal with the children that you're going to have? Because you're most likely to have a child who has sickle cells, and when the child has sickle cells, you're going to be in and out of hospital. Are you willing to be patient with each other and be very supportive? Do a blood test. What kind of, is the person HIV positive? If they're HIV positive and you are a believer, you are a staunch Christian and you're believing God for healing, you must know that yes, they are positive, and we are going to be patient, have faith, and continue being patient and believe God for healing. I mean, it's important, not that you are weak or you're trying to run away, but you just need to know what you're getting into, so that when the challenges come, when the trials come, when those very tempting and tough moments come in, you're able to face this together, because you actually knew that this is what the person is battling with. So make sure, it's really important that you create a conducive environment whereby you talk about these things freely, not from a judgmental perspective, but from a point of, I want to know you, I want to know what's in your body, I want to know what you're dealing with, I want to know how I can be supportive with you. I just need to know. When you go to hospital, the doctors first give you a clear understanding of that condition, then they give you different remedies on how to deal with whatever you're dealing with. That's the same thing in your relationship. You need to have a clear understanding of this person's health you know, even when the person doesn't eat right, you know, try to have those conversations of healthy lifestyle, because at the end of the day, when they collapse 2 years into the marriage, I mean, it's probably going to leave you a single parent, which is something that you don't want to be. Well, that's what I had for you today. I hope you found something really educative. Don't forget to drop me a comment. I'm still continuing with a series of dating to marriage. See you in the next video. Bye.